Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 3 of Rebuilding Derby County. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and if you really want to help out my channel, you can always become a patron. Thank you as always for coming back. It's going to be another season, another long season, a good season hopefully. I was excited to play it, I really was. I don't know how long this is going to crack on for, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, we'll see how the views goes, we'll see what the reaction is. I've got a few things I want to talk about. I've got loads we've got to get through, loads I want to share with you and show you. It's been fun. Has it been successful though? Well, we're going to find out in episode 3 right now. Now we'll start with the ins. Sold a couple of players, no one big, made about 4 million quid. Nothing to worry about. A couple of lads have gone out on loan. Now everyone I've brought in here has either been released on a free contract, they were transfer listed or requested to leave. I've not gone out there and bought anyone massive. I've bought what I could buy, right? Which is going to be a challenge. I mean, we did alright last year. Got a good young team. But, well, there's a few things I need to talk about. And maybe I've mentioned this in the West Brom series if you watch it. We'll get into it at some point. But yeah, first I brought in on a free. Because he's half decent. He'll be a great backup centre half. Eric Palmer-Brown. Got him at West Brom. And I've brought him in here. Brilliant. Now I couldn't pass this up. We had him on loan last year as a backup right back. He was up for sale at Barcelona at a cut price deal of 1.7 million. He's now worth 8.5, which is a total bonus. No massive was going for him. There was, I think, Granada in Spain wanted him. So we didn't have any real competition. And I think he's a good player who could get better. He's already increased his value. Again, he got his work permit. Really happy to have him back. I've had this lad before on previous FMs. I think he is a good player, especially at defensive midfield. He's not a world beater, but he's a decent player, still at a good age, and he's English, and he only cost me 2 million quid. Up for sale, transfer listed at Everton, so perfect. Next up, we've got a new backup striker, maybe starter, we'll see. Now he cost me 17 million, 5 million initially, and I spread the rest out from Leeds. Again, he was transfer listed. I think he's a good player. I think he's going to score some goals. Hopefully he does. Now it's our third season and we're on to our third goalkeeper. Of course, Marshall won't do a new deal in the first year. I was gutted by that. We had to sell him. I bought Fabianski in last year. He was great and then retired, 36, 37. So Nick Pope was at Burnley, was up for sale, wanted to leave. I think he was requested actually. You know, he's got England experience. He's 30 years old. He's a good age. He's pretty decent. I think he's an half decent, pretty good goalkeeper really. So couldn't believe we got him. Well happy. Now I've bought an American obviously, but I wanted to try and get English players. And again, I've just gone down the transfer listed route. And Harry Winks, I think, is a good all-round midfielder. For a club like us, he should be a great midfielder. 26 years old. He was transfer listed. It's cost me 15 million. He's already worth 23, which is always an absolute bonus. Should fit the tactic perfectly. This one I was well happy with. Brighton. He wanted out at Brighton. They've gone down. 30 million eventually his cost. But he's 24, Ben White, got all the potential in the world to be a great centre-half, fits my tactic perfectly as a ball-playing defender. And last but not least, this one. Now, I know about him. On the game he went out to Portugal, he's left Spurs. It was one of my scouts that popped, it came up from one of my scouts I think. And I looked at him and thought, yeah, he was requested to leave. It's cost me about 8.5 mil or something silly. So I was absolutely buzzing with this because he should help us out. I don't know if we really needed him. Let's jump straight into the squad depth so you can see. Now we have still got Randolph, is he called? I think that's his name. Randolph, Darren. Still old. He's still going to be back up. He's a bit unhappy. He wants to play football. But Nick Pope's obviously the starter. Now don't forget we've got a great left back, one of our own. I still want to keep developing Lee. He's a good player. We've got Max Aarons last year. He's still here. He had a lot of interest. I've had to turn down. But it kind of hasn't pissed him off, so that shows good character. Obviously got Ben White, Konza, still a great player as well, good defender. Eric Palmer now. We've got Belichick, whatever his name is. I want to call him Belichick, like the New England Patriots head coach. Defensive midfielder, I know he's down here, but I like him a lot. I want him to play there. Ben White obviously is a centre half. It'd probably be Nathan going forward. I mean, Ben White, he's like the best player ever. Can play in central midfield as well. Brilliant. We've got Harry Winks. We've still got Silby, who's a good young player. I want to play him this year. Obviously out wide, we've got Ollie Watkins from last year. Cracking young player. You know, he's 26. We've got Edwards now on the wing, which is quite exciting. So he might actually knock out the geezer from Poland. And then going forward, don't forget, we've got Adam Ida, who was record-breaking last year, Bamford to help out, young Mr. Duncan as well. So, we had a good season, didn't we, last year? I want to know how you're finding FM21, because I've said this on my West Brom series. My next rebuild, I'm doing one more in England before I venture out maybe, and I'm going to go down in the leagues, I'm going to stick my stats right down, I'm going to challenge myself, because so far I've been United, West Brom and Derby, and I'm having decent success. I don't know if that's my tactic or me or the game is too easy. Strikers are scoring tons of goals. So yeah, I'd like to know how you feel about FM21. How are you finding it? So with our new signings and new squad, we're not favourites to go down, which is quite nice, but we are predicted to be 16th. I think we can do better than we did last year at 13th. I think there's some teams above us there the bookies think are better that I don't think are. Quick update on the staff, and yes, I need to improve the scouting if I want to carry this on. I need to start looking more, but because I've just been looking at home, I've not needed loads of scouts. I'm looking for players in England really. And the money's great. I mean, we've signed some players, spread out them deals, but we've still managed to keep 46 in the bank, which I'm happy with. And I didn't bring any in really, about 4 mil or something silly. We've also decided to improve the facilities over the summer, which is great. Although over the summer there was a small period where I couldn't actually sign anyone because we nearly got taken over. Yeah, we had a board takeover. You know what happens when that happens? You can't buy anyone. Of course, we're only in 3 competitions, 3 domestic competitions. I'd like to do well in the league and do better than we did at 13th. I'd like to go on maybe a cup run. That'd be very nice. Winning a trophy for Derby before this series finished would be sweet. Pre-season was okay. One slip up against Dijon. We've got a lot of good results there. It's all about clicking in it, giving the new guys a game. Now, just in case you don't watch my West Brom series, this is my tactic. It's pretty much the same as my tactic from the end of FM20. I tweaked it a little, changed a few things, and I've used it at United, West Brom and now Derby, and I've done really well with it. Now, I don't know if it's just working better. It works better than it did on 20, but I'm doing a custom series soon, so I think I'm going to make a new tactic for that. When I do my next rebuild, I'm trying to try something different. You can't keep doing the same thing. And I want to know, is it this or is it me? How do I play the game, or I've just got a good tactic? Why am I doing so well? So yeah, I'm definitely going to change things up on content going forward. Well, we were doing pretty well. And this is the thing, I am finding it that every time I play it at the minute, especially with this tactic, no matter who I am, after a season or two I start doing well. West Brom ended up top 4 at the end of the year. Don't get me wrong, we've got half a season to go. Things could change, but I've got Adam Ida, top goal scorer again. He's a good young player, but I had Granty bagging goals for me at West Brom. So that's what I mean. That's why I think videos going forward, I really need to change things up a bit to see, is it the game or me? That's what I want to know. Do you know what I mean? I want a challenge. This is still fun to play, and I like doing this kind of, buying scraps. But we're 4th. Only lost 3, drawn 3, won 9. And these are the results in the league up until this point. And we started brilliantly, won the first 4 games. I probably should have won the first 3. Arsenal, Chelsea draw, beat Spurs, drew with Fulham, and then we came up against Manchester United, who are, as I'm a United fan, overpowered on this game, annihilated me. Started a bad run for us really, but obviously didn't win one then, in 5 in total. But then I've just won the last 4 back to back, beating Leeds, which I think is well hard, because I think Leeds are class on this game. They just win for fun. And then we just battered Leicester, battered Brentford, and find ourselves in with this in 4th. I won't look at that and think that's a team in top 4, but it is. One thing that maybe helped was the fact that we went straight out in the Carabao Cup, so that's helping. Less games to play. Kind of B-teamed it, really, give a lot of guys a game. And yeah, same thing against Wolves, although I didn't B-team this. I went for this, it's the FA Cup, and it's Wolves. Didn't want to get battered, but we got beat. 2-0, so yeah, no cup runs out straight away. So this really will help our league, because that's all we've got to play for, isn't it? Stat-wise in the league, defensively we're the 8th best team, but there's not a lot in it unless you're the top 4 there. There's not much difference between us and maybe Arsenal, Everton. Fulham got a decent defence, which is strange. United are just crazy on this game. I've seen people complain about it on groups on Facebook, Twitter. I've been United manager. It's not hard to make them amazing. That's how it should be in real life, to be fair. But they are overpowered, I think. But we're 3rd. Way off them, but still 3rd. But who's helped us get up to 4th in the Prem? Who's doing the business? Who's scoring the goals? Well, Adam Idah, of course, best player, leading goal scorer. I know he was a great player on FM20. He really, really was. And he seems half decent on here. Ben White, great buy. Worth every penny of the 30 million it's going to cost us. Max Aaron's still doing amazing. What a right back. Pope's come in and got a great average rating as goalkeeper. You've got Marcus Edwards. He's been great on the right wing as well. Can't really complain with that. Concert at the back. Things have been mixed up a bit. Ollie Watkins. I like Ollie Watkins. He should be higher up there though. I think he's a good little player on here. Out wide. Got a good front three this year. And I've got to apologise to any Irish people. I said Adam Idah was English. He's Irish. He was even born in Cork, and I used to work with a couple lads from Cork, and they are full on Irish. You need a translator half the time to understand what they say. But you know, it's nice. Little Irishman at the top. And my wingers are English. That's pretty cool. And I love that English contingent. I mean, look how many I've got. And I've had multiple news flashes come up from different managers in the league saying they've got to commend me, tip their hat to me or whatever, for really promoting homegrown players. And that's what we've done. We've got a lot of our own, brought in a lot of English players. We've got 4 Irishmen: Jason Knight, Adam Idah, Patrick Bamford and Darren Randolph. That's pretty cool. A couple of Poles still and an American. The rest are English. And I'm not doing that because I'm a racist or something. I want to just be English. It's just cool to promote your own players and try and find them. Because a lot of the time English players cost a fortune. So the fact I've picked up players like Winks and Nathaniel and players like this for next to now, or, you know, decent money, and we turn them into a team that's 4th in the Premier League. This is crazy. Crazy for the Rams. So with an absolute crap ton of games left to play in the Premier League, let's just crack on. I think we jump forward to around about April maybe. See how we're getting on. It's April Fool's Day, but I kid you not, we're still doing pretty well. We are sitting in 5th, although Chelsea have 3 games in hand on us and they're a point ahead of us. But anything can happen. Anything. I don't expect to just duplicate what I did with West Brom, because I did end up in the top 4. European spot would be absolutely fucking amazing. But with 56 points, we're looking like that might be safe. If that 7th spot stays there with Everton, miles ahead of them. Now lost 6, drawn 8, won 16. Adam Idah 31 goals. Now then, look at the finances. I've got no money. You think, oh my god, where's all that money gone? I had 40 odd million. Well, we had a board takeover. And we have a new chairman, Mr. Matt Thacker. He takes over as part of a consortium. If you look there, Chris Dunphy fails. That's the one that failed in the summer when I couldn't buy any players. And then it was just a case of whenever this dude left. Obviously, in real life, I think he wants to leave, and there's this billionaire takeover happening by some oil-rich Arab. We'll see if that does happen. Felt at the time we were still trying to push for this top 4 spot. I got this money to spend out of nowhere. I needed help on the wing. I wanted a bit more help in the middle of the park as well. It was injuries, niggles. There were 2 areas that needed addressing. So I spent all the money on 2 players that were requested to leave because they were sick of being in the Championship. I know I was going down the old English road, but I quite like the look of this lad. It was Pablo Fornals at West Ham. I liked him because he could help in the middle and on the wing. But then I saw this guy and I thought, is everything I want to have at this club. And a lot of the time, I'm playing a centre-half at defensive midfielder when I've got an injury or so on. This guy could be something that I really need, like a final piece maybe. It's Declan Rice. So yeah, I spent about 70 million on these 2. But it is what it is. 24 years old. Now he's a great player. He's got loads of potential in real life. I think on attribute-wise he should be better, but he's still a good player, isn't he? I mean, I'm happy as a Larry to have him at Derby County. And from January, we went on a decent run, won 4 games on the bounce till Arsenal beat us, drew with Bournemouth, beat Villa. Been a bit sketchy though recently. Drawing with United was amazing. Liverpool was a close game. We beat Man City, which I can't lie is always an absolute pleasure. Adam Idah. And then we've got a good run in now. A good run in to try and challenge for that top 4, or at least stay in a European spot. Well, it wasn't bad, it wasn't perfect, but again, and I'm finding this, other teams start doing shit, especially City, who I think was second before. They've like fell off a cliff a bit, but it's tight, innit? Down to 6 spots there. probably because of something cut related. Things always change. I'm never 100% on European spots until I know I've guaranteed got it. So we could finish 6th, and we play Newcastle today in a cheeky little live com. We could get in the top 4. Man City have got to beat Everton, who are a good side. They're up there. They're in 8th. And it's all about that, really. I mean, we get... Nah. I mean, we could get level on points with Chelsea. Chelsea play Leicester. But goal difference is just kicking our ass for that. So we've got a chance of... We're definitely going to be in Europe. But we're going to be at the arse end of Europe. We're going to be in the Champions League. We're going to stay where we are. I don't know. Should be good when we got 41 goal, Adam Ida. So this is the squad going into the last game, and we're looking pretty decent. My backup right winger, the Polish lad who's not played too much, been more of a sub-impact player this year. He's carrying a knock. But as far as everyone else, I should really be able to put out my best team today and hopefully pick up the 3 points no matter what and see how the other results go. Welcome to Pride Park and welcome to the team sheet. Very excited today. I do like Newcastle United, but I would like to beat them. Now, we've seen that from Heidi Watson. Ida, Bood had better have a good reason for picking him. He scored 41 goals, you absolute pleb end. So here we go. Pride Park, beautiful stadium. Edwards to take the corner. Early doors, can we get onto it? No. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a 4th season. I'll be honest with you, even if we do get in the Champions League, I'll see how the views go, see how the comments go with you guys. Maybe I will. I think I've got another season in it. Good goal, good bit of football. You know, I'm just conscious that it's getting successful quite quickly, innit? But it also feels silly to not share a European adventure with you, so maybe I might do a 4th and we'll call it quits because I do have my custom series. I keep plugging it. Should be putting the finishing touches to it this weekend, hopefully, and it'll be out next week. So that's going to take up a lot of time. I've got little individual videos I want to make as well. I've got a story called Lawrence of Arabia. I've got a story called Anonymous FM. Oh, and they're back into it. They're already in the planning stage, just need to make it. Demanding more on switch from positive to attacking. We're at home. We've got lots to play for. I don't think they have. I know there's a bit of a relegation battle going on with Fulham and someone else. We'll see what happens with that. Chelsea are winning. We could do with Leicester winning. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. Here's Aaron's lovely 3 pass to Edwards, who's a cracking little winger. And he's been brought down. Penalty referee. Right, come on. Let's do this, Mr. Ida. Can he get his 42nd goal of the season? Yeah, so for any regular viewers in my channel, the plan is maybe do a 4 for this. West Brom's coming to an end at episode 9, so that'll be soon. Get back into it. Start my custom series, really want to have fun with that. Get into that, do a couple of one-offs, and then I will be doing a rebuild somewhere down the line. Lower level in England with a former FA Cup winner. Take your guesses in the comments. We'll see how that goes. Can Newcastle make a game of this? They're no pushovers. Ooh. So how are the results going? City are winning 2-0. Chelsea are winning. Not doing us any favours, are they? No one's doing us any favours. As long as we can win, that's all that matters. Put another summer into it. There might be some other good little pickups. I'm going to need a backup left back. Cresswell's getting old. He's not the best. He's moaning anyway. So there's a few positions I could strengthen. Maybe another centre half. Maybe look at the wings again. Striker again. Bamford I might cash in on. I don't know. We'll see. Is that Lingard? Jesse bloody Lingard. Watkins, I thought he got tackled then, but he charged on through, so I wasn't going to say anything. 1-on-1. Told you he's decent. What a little player. What a performance. And that's the thing with his tactic. Not only does it make your striker score a lot of goals, I think once the team get to know it, plays good football. I enjoy watching the games. I'm the one who has to watch it. I mean, I watch them in key highlights. Because it's time thing, innit? Right, there we go. It's half time. Fantastic half from us. Even though, Newcastle are playing decent football. We scored 3 good goals, once a penalty. But very happy. I think everyone else around us is winning as well. So I can't see at the minute. We're not going to change positions. But I'm happy with that. Just don't want to get beat. Second half's kicked off. If things keep going to plan, 60-minute mark, give some guys a game. Especially with a 2-goal cushion. Why not? Can we get a 3-goal cushion? Here's Max Aarons, who is awesome. What a right back. Declan Rice cost me a fortune, but I think he's been very good for us. In the second half of the season, it'd be nice to get a full season with him next year. Just think a few more pieces, just see how much money we get, seeing as it's spent up. We've actually only got £1 million in the bank at the minute. But like Ben White as well, good young centre half. Oh, long balled it. Ida, brilliant control. Goal number 43. Since we've got that 3-goal cushion, I've made a change now. We've got Dewsbury Hall on for Fonzel, whatever his name is. He's another good young player, good young English midfielder. So we've got some good players here. Aaron's, here's Newcastle, Almiron. Some player, oh, nice 3 pass, good goal. And bloody Jesse, shitty Lingard. First goal of the season, not shocked. Half an hour ago, I brought Bamford on, but he can play on the right, which is quite handy sometimes. So I've brought him on the right. I mean, nothing wrong with Edwards. I just want to give Bamford a game. Everton on the comeback trail. 2 goals from little Calvert-Lewin, 69 and 70. That's interesting. Here's Watkins. Come on. Don't be silly now. We've got the lead. Let's not do a City and blow it. And this is what I mean. City did this with West Brom. The year I finished in the top 4, my form towards the end of the season was pretty average. It's like I was giving it giving it teams on a plate and saying, yeah, have the 4 spot. We don't want it. But no one wanted it. I made one last sub just to waste a bit of time. Nathaniel has come on for Declan, defensive midfield. Break up a bit of play. Arsenal are winning 3-1. It's been a good game, eh? Good few goals. Come on, here's Buchanan. Nice cross. Well, there you go. That is the end of the game. 4-2 victory. Was it enough? Did results go our way? You might have done the math yourself. Let's find out. Well, unfortunately, Fulham went down and we didn't make the top 4. No. Man City ended up winning 4-2. So Everton's brave comeback didn't work out for them. But I'm very proud of 5th. I think second season, it's good. But when you've got a 43-goal striker who's on steroids, it is what it is. So yeah, Fulham, Bournemouth, Villa gone down. Just in case you're wondering, Liverpool won the Carabao Cup, beating Chelsea on penalties. Bloody Liverpool. And happily, as a United fan, they got their hands on some silverware, beating Spurs 4-0 in the FA Cup final. And 43 goals from this kid. I mean, between him and Granty on my saves with West Brom and Derby, these are unstoppable. But this has been by far the best. 43. In the Premier League alone. So we have it. That's the end of episode 3, season 3. Let me know if you want a season 4 down below in the comments. I really would appreciate a bit of a push. I'll give it a day or 2 before I start playing it. So it might be a while if I do make it before it does come out. But I do appreciate all the support on the series. I appreciate all the support on everything I do. You're a bunch of absolute legends. Keep your eye out for my new custom series because I will be giving away 2 copies of FM21. Yes. And also there'll be shirts available, which you're going to buy. You're going to snap them up in your droves, and we're going to be supporting this new club all over the world. So thank you as always. You're a ledge. Hopefully I'll see you in the future in some video or another. I'm Bood. Stay safe. Bye bye.